Hey everybody, I am Jared Clark with Air Guns of Arizona. The main attraction of this week is going to be the Daystate Renegade High Power. You'll notice right off the bat here, it does come in a nice hard latched case. The 30 cals come with a 5-shot rotary style magazine. You'll get all the paperwork from Daystate here, owner's manual, warranty information, quality control check at the factory, all that good info is in this packet. Then the only other thing you will be getting with the rifle is the fill device here. So you get Foster, fitting for putting air in it, all the paperwork, and the 5-shot magazine. And we will get to the main reason we're doing this today, the Renegade High Power. This one in my hands is the 30 caliber. It is available in 25 and 22 as well with HP high power valves. So if you want power but not quite as much as a 30, there is a 25 and a 22 higher power option available now through Daystate. This particular rifle looks very similar to the Pulsar. So if you watched our review on the Pulsar, you'll probably think it's a very similar looking gun, but the frame is where that ends. Internally, this gun is purely mechanical. So it doesn't use the electronics for opening and closing the valve for releasing air. It uses a true hammer spring mechanical system. However, it does use a little bit of electronics, and that is for the trigger. The trigger itself uses an electronic solenoid system. The electronic trigger on Daystate rifles is one of a kind, and if you've never pulled one, I would highly recommend it because that has one of the highest wow factors on this gun for me. It is so light, it is so crisp, there's zero creep involved. It's literally better than any mechanical device that you can put in there. So the trigger is one of the big features that I really love about the Pulsar and the Renegade series as well. Starting with features on the gun, the butt pad itself does have a full adjustment to it. So with one set screw being loosened, it can go up, down. I believe you even have a little bit more play internally here. So if you get this one out of the way, you can adjust then this second plate. So this gun is made for customization. It's a Daystate, state-of-the-art rifle, state-of-the-art features there for making it fit you. Moving forward on the gun, they have a nice cheek piece here. This is a completely ambidextrous cheek piece, so it can be taken off, it can be flipped over if you shoot from the left-hand side to accommodate you more comfortably. Along with the ambidextrous feature of the cheek piece, the bolt itself is a truly ambidextrous bolt, meaning it can be pulled straight out the back, flipped over, and be able to load the rifle from the left-hand side. I believe if you check our repair videos, there is a video of Steve showing you in depth exactly how to do that and all the screws and things that you need to change. So we won't get in depth to that. If you would like to know more about that, check out the repair videos on our YouTube page. The Daystate Renegade HP is unique in the fact that it is truly an ambidextrous. We touched on both the features, but combine them and you now have a truly left-handed gun. If you flip the bolt, flip the cheek piece, it's not just accommodating for left-handed shooters, it is actually truly a left-handed gun at that point. So moving forward, the Renegade and Pulsars all were designed with what I would think is a very cool feature, but an integrated bubble level here. So you don't have to add one to your scope or add one to your scope rail. It's already built in a very convenient place that's easy enough to see when you're looking down your line of sight. So keeping the rifle straight is never something you have to worry about with this rifle. You have a standard 11mm dovetail rail that comes out over the barrel shroud. That's positioned so it is comfortable for an eye relief standpoint when shouldered. So when it's shouldered, this is right in your line of sight. It gives you a good 3.5 inches for eye relief. Comfort is very high on this gun. The weight sits toward the rear here with all of this going on back here, and it shoulders very cleanly. I arguably could say it's one of the only ones I could shoot one-handed maybe. From there, you'll notice these do have a little bit longer barrel. That's part of the HP. You have more time for the pellet to build pressure in here, so you're able to get the full 80 foot-pounds of energy that the 30 caliber here does. And yes, you did hear me, on a gun this small, you are getting 80 foot-pounds of energy. That is an absolute hammer. For anyone hunting, any kind of pest elimination, that's gonna provide you with the concussion, the shock you need to be as effective as possible with an air gun. So lots of power, hence the name high power, HP. It does a great job of delivering power. Right underneath the barrel shroud here, you'll notice there is a threaded cap. Take that off and it'll reveal the male Foster fitting. So this is a universal fitting. The gun does come with a fitting, but if you have any other systems you use that have the quick connect, it'll snap right on and off there. So a nice universal fill. The cylinder size is 300 cc's on this one. We were averaging roughly 20 shots per fill, and we'll touch on that more at 20 yards. But even with a 300 cc cylinder, all mechanical internal, no regulator, no internal piece like that, it's still getting 20 shots per fill. So just to recap, so we don't get ahead of ourselves here, gun this small, 80 foot-pounds, lots of power, 20 shots per fill, arguably a high shot count in my opinion for the size. So you have a small package that delivers an absolute wallop 20 times per fill. So that's what the Renegade HP is right there. It's made to be a compact bullpup, but still give you high shot count and high power, high knockdown. Moving back from the cylinder, we talked about the electronic trigger. This is adjustable, and your owner's manual will talk about those adjustments and how to make them. My advice is shoot it as it comes from the box, because like I said, these are the ones that have the wow factor in this package for me. Very lightweight, just incredible trigger. If, like I said, never tried a Daystate trigger, do yourself a favor, come see us, we'll let you try one. They're incredible. They'll put a smile on your face, no doubt. They use the AR-74 grips. You can replace it. The one that comes with it is as nice of a grip as you could ever want. You have a mechanical safety that is very traditional style. When you can see red, it means it's hot and ready to fire. Press it, you get a nice little detent click, and now it's on safe. Trigger's not gonna go off. Up front, underneath the air cylinder here, we do have a Picatinny style accessory rail. This is nice for anyone that likes to use a bipod, a flashlight, any kind of accessories. It's already molded into the frame here, so you don't have to add anything on. You're all ready to go with this package. At the end of the shroud, there is an end cap. Each shroud does come threaded with a 1/2" UNF thread on it. This is a pretty universal thread within the airgun world. So you can add a Hug-It, you can add an Airstream, lots of different options. You do have a nanometer right here that is good for quick reference points. Like I said, this gun gets 20 shots per fill. So I kind of keep track, 5-shot magazines, you get 4 magazines per fill. In front of me, we do have the black synthetic stock. There is also a green synthetic stock available as well. The Daystate Renegade HP, just like all Daystate rifles, does come with a 3-year factory warranty. All right, we went ahead and mounted the Aztec Optics Emerald on here. It matches the gun well, and it's gonna do great for doing some of our tests here. So what we normally do now is I'm gonna take it to 20 yards. We're gonna shoot it over the chronograph to get some numbers. We're gonna shoot 5 shots for group size to see how tight we can keep it, and then probably have a little bit of fun of some sorts. After that, we'll take it out to 50 yards, group it at 50, show you what downrange capability is, meet you back here, wrap it all up. So let's go do it. So we have the Renegade HP 30 cal back here at our 20-yard indoor test range. Now we're gonna look at the magazine, which is awesome because it is so simple. This is a 5-shot rotary style magazine. You load the pellet in nose first into the cutout, and then you rotate it counterclockwise until you hear it click. And it is as simple as that. I have loaded up the magazine with the Daystate Emperor 50 grains. We're gonna shoot it over the chronograph to calculate the highs, lows, and mediums. So let's go ahead, throw the magazine in, and start shooting. So from a 230 bar fill, the Renegade HP proved that it was in fact a high power rifle. We averaged out 842 feet per second with the 50 grain pellets. That's 79 and some change foot-pounds. That is high power for an air gun. You'll also see we had a spread of 37 for an unregulated gun. That is a great bell curve. So consistent, accurate, hard hitting, everything you'd want it to be at 20 yards here. So we went ahead and loaded 5 more of the Emperor 50 grains into the Daystate 5-shot magazine. We're gonna put 5 of these in as tight a group as possible. So we zeroed the scope. Let's put it in the gun and see what kind of groups we get. All right, so there we have 5 shots at 20 yards. You can see that it's all 5 shots are pretty much within one ragged hole there. So it shows great potential for further downrange accuracy, but here at 20 yards with no external elements, that's the kind of group you can expect. Now we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We've set up 2 steel plinker knockover targets down there. And then if you've ordered anything from us recently, you've probably gotten a little tin can of AOA breath mints. They're delicious, which is gonna give us a nice big reaction when hit with a good size 30 caliber pellet. So let's start with that one, and then we'll move out to the chicken and the pig. Breath mints everywhere. All right, we'll go for the big pig now. Woo! And then we have the little chicken on the right. He's hard to see. still got him. So that's 3 shots. Offhand, the gun's capable of it, and you could tell by the reactions that it is hitting with serious force. Entry wound, exit, look at that thing. That thing is just crushing through there. So Renegade, high power, truly high power. A lot of fun at 20 yards here. Let's take it out to 50 and see what we can do at a little bit further distances. We're outside at our 50-yard range. We have the Renegade HP 30 caliber, and we have the Daystate Emperor 50 grains. We're gonna put 5 on paper, see how it performs downrange. All right, so there we have 5 downrange. Let's get down there and get a closer look at it. All right, so here we are at 50 yards. You can see all 5 shots pretty much went through one ragged hole here. Granted, it is a 30 cal, it's doing 80 foot-pounds, but we can get all 5 of those covered up with a nickel. That right there is the definition of repeatability at long ranges. There it is, the Daystate Renegade HP 30 caliber. This rifle delivered 79 and some change foot-pounds at the 20 yards over the chronograph. 20 and 50 yards, we had nice tight groups. Everything about this was a lot of fun to do today. It's a great gun for anyone who does any kind of hunting, any kind of pest elimination, or any long distance target shooting. The high power option really gives you the capabilities to be diverse with a gun like this. That's gonna do it for today. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and check out our YouTube page for updates on videos like this. Join our mailer to stay up to date with sales and all promotions Air Guns of Arizona. Thanks a lot, guys. Be sure and check out our next video.